When it comes to having defensive firearms, we have to strike a balance. In fact, we have to strike lots of different balances. Today, we're going to focus on the balance that deals with storage. You see, a defensive firearm isn't any good to you if you can't get at it and use it when you need to most. At the same time, a firearm that's too accessible, a firearm that's accessible to unauthorized users, that can be a problem too. And so we have to strike that balance between security of the firearm, keeping it away from people that we don't want to have access to it, and still having that firearm be accessible to those that should have access in the case of a defensive emergency. We're going to take a look at a possible storage solution today. Hey folks, welcome to Safety Solutions Academy. I'm here with my daughter, M. Is it okay if I call you M today? Yeah. How old are you, M?
7.
7 years old. And we're going to talk about firearm safety. Specifically, we're going to focus on storage. Now, M, let me ask you a question. Do you think it would be appropriate if we had firearms in our house that were accessible to you anytime you wanted them? Firearms that were loaded and ready to go. Would that be a good choice on our part?
No.
Why not? Why do you think that would be a problem?
Because then, if we had, guests over and they didn't know how to control them and they found them and they picked it up and thought it was a toy, they could really hurt somebody.
Yeah, that would be a bad gig. How about you? Is it right for you to have access to a firearm as a 7-year-old?
No.
Why not?
Because I might forget one of the rules and hurt somebody.
You might make a mistake. We all might make mistakes, right? Wouldn't want to do that, wouldn't plan on it. Yeah, so storage is important. We need to have those firearms stored. And so you know that there are some firearms stored around our house, right?
Yes.
They're inside safes, quick access safes, safes that mom and dad know how to access, but you don't, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the keys. It's not that we don't trust you, it's just that as a 7-year-old, you probably aren't ready for access to a firearm yet, are you? Mm-mm. Okay. So speaking of firearms access, quick access safes aren't the only way that we can secure a firearm. There are other options that are out there. M. I've taken and hidden something. It's a baseball. You're a big baseball fan, aren't you? Softball? Baseball. Mm-hmm. You're playing with the boys this year, right?
Yes.
Because I'm making you, right?
No.
Why are you doing that?
Because I chose to.
Yeah, you chose to. We're going to see how that goes. It'll be interesting, won't it? So I hid a baseball. It's right near us, someplace around us. Find it. It's kind of hard to see with all the lights, isn't it? You're looking too far away. Do you need me to stand up and move out of the way a little bit? Well, let me do that. Let me stand up and move out of the way. Feel free to move around. You can walk around a little bit if you need to. Nope, you're getting colder. Hey, you're about the same as you were before. About the same. Colder. About the same. Oh, colder. Maybe back to about the same. You're warmer, but colder, colder, colder. Warmer, warmer. About the same. You're staying about the same. Staying about the same. Oh, now you're getting colder again. Well, you're getting warmer. About the same. About the same. A little bit warmer. About the same. About the same. You're staying the same. You're not getting any closer. Now I'm getting warmer though. When I come back here to my spot, I got really warm. You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. What's the center of that circle you've been walking?
Warmer and then colder.
Yeah, but what makes the center? What object is here in the center of that?
The table.
There's no baseball, is there? I mean, right? Except what if there was? What if the baseball was hidden here with the table somehow?
It would probably be in like a drawer that's hard to see and
Okay.
has no handle.
A drawer that's hard to see and has... This table doesn't have any drawers, does it? Go ahead and try out what you're thinking. No? I like the way you're thinking. No? Let me move out of the way. You want to try this side? I think you're on the right track, though. Was there a side that felt a little bit different than all the other sides? Pull hard. That's okay. You can set it right down on the ground. There it is. Pull it out. Show it to the camera. There's your baseball. Here, I'll take the board. I'll take the baseball. You can come back to your spot. So let me ask you a question. Until you found this baseball, what do you think about this table as a place to store something like a firearm? Do you think that's a good place or a bad place?
A good place and a secret place.
It's a good place and a secret place. Yeah. So this is a secret place. It's a good place. Let me ask a question. Was it hard to get this front piece off? Mm-hmm. Could you get it off again right now? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could. So it might have been a little bit difficult at first, but it was pretty easy after you learned how to do it. Would you agree with that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't need to. I mean, you can pull it off again if you want to. Let me ask a question. Would this table be a good place for me to secure a firearm?
Yes.
How about right now? After you've used this table, is it a good place for me to secure a firearm anymore?
No.
Why not?
Because then I could just easily go here, rip it off, take it out.
Yeah, you could, couldn't you? Mm-hmm. Could you show your friends that it was there?
Mm-hmm.
Now, folks, every family has to make their own choice about the proper way to store their firearms. Of course, there are some folks, because of the nature of their family, a firearm that's hidden and unsecure may be a good choice, although I have a tendency to believe we should always be more secure than hidden and unsecured. There are other families that may need to take things as far as having firearms that are locked away. You know, someone that has a very inquisitive child that's always into things and is willing to use a hammer and a pry bar to get into something, that's not even going to work with a quick access safe. But those quick access safes work great for a lot of families because they strike a good balance between the access and the ability to keep those unsecured from those unauthorized users. This table happens to be from a company called Secret Compartment Furniture. Probably sits right in the middle. Probably slightly less secure than a quick access safe. You see, my kids know where the quick access safes are inside our home, but they don't have access to them. And I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with them knowing where those safes are located. However, now that both of my children know that this table has a secret compartment that they could access and I could put a firearm in, it's not a good option for me any longer. So you have to think about that. When you use this kind of a table, use this kind of a piece of furniture, use this kind of a mechanism to secure your firearm, as soon as the cat's out of the bag, well, the cat's out of the bag and it can't go back in. So think about that as you balance safety and security. Em, thank you. I appreciate you helping me out with this little task that we had here, looking for that hidden baseball. We need to work on that hitting. How's the throwing coming? It is. It's coming really well. We've just got to get that eye on the ball when we're swinging that bat, don't we? Give me 5. Thanks for your help. Folks, get on out there. Get yourself some training. When you do, make sure you keep it simple. Please stay safe, and as always, have a great day.